Hi, my name is Wendy Pennington. I'm the screenwriter, producer, and director of F News. This is a short comedy film about news, fake news, conspiracies. It's a comedy, though. It's a comedy satire. We set it in a neighborhood that everybody in America is very familiar with, and it stars a teenage boy who has created a device that can hopefully save our world.
Hi, I'm David Smith. I did the sound and sound design on the film.
So I'm not going to ask you where the inspiration for this film comes from because we're living it right now.
Yes.
But where did you start the writing process? Where did you say, I'm going to start the short right here, and this is where I'm going to end it? Because you can do a 9-hour film on this subject.
Absolutely. Well, like everyone, I had just gotten off my phone and seen something that just was so outrageously crazy, and I was trying to wrap my head around how are people believing this stuff. And so I went on a walk and walked around our beautiful neighborhood. This is my husband, David Smith, and walked around the neighborhood and was just looking at our beautiful area and our beautiful country, and I started thinking about the different types of people. So that brought in the characters, and then it dawned on me of like the perspective of our kids in all of this, the teenagers, the tweens, the kids that are under 10 years old, what they must be thinking about all of this. And I've talked to many of them, and it's so interesting. You know, the kids, they have a radar for this stuff. They can immediately tell when something's phony. They are from a whole different generation than us. They can spot photoshopping and editing and such things that we, our generation, have to really delve into and really look into that to see, is that, okay, this sounds plausible, sounds maybe that this is real, but is it? And I came home and just started writing out the first bit and the first little scene of those the lead character, who is the teenage boy. And really, it all just came right out in that evening. I remember that evening just writing the whole thing until the end. I couldn't really come up with a wonderful twist, you know, some sort of to really drive the point home. And I had another actor in mind, which is our son. He was supposed to be here on the carpet too, and he's an actor. He's 12, almost 13 now, but he's 12. And I asked him, I said, hey, you know, I have this idea, and he said yes. He agreed to play the part, which gave me the turn toward the ending of the film. And his entrance is it always gets a really big laugh, which makes me really happy. It makes him happy too. And so I'm so excited for everybody to see it on Sunday at noon at Lake Travis Film Festival.
So let's talk about the sound design. You know, sound is very different from doing a feature or a documentary to a short, because with a short, you kind of got to run and gun. So tell us a little bit about how you design the sound and how you're just like, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to do that.
Actually, we had it pretty easy because a lot of it was stationary. There wasn't a lot of walking and talking. So we got really lucky with that. The challenge, of course, is doing it during COVID restrictions.
Yeah, we filmed entirely outside on February 1st. So
Boy,
it was
howdy.
38 degrees, and we were pretending it wasn't.
Yeah. So the good thing is you know, we had lav mics on the main actors that we could keep on them throughout the day. The rest of it was just boom, and you know, we had a few instances. We were in a neighborhood, so
you have neighborhood sounds.
Yeah, we had neighborhood sounds. We had lawnmowers. We had dogs. Somebody had a plumbing problem at the house that we needed to shoot near. So I mean, you know, we worked around it.
So I've heard this rumor about sound people. Do you actually have a wad of cash in your pocket for like leaf blowers and lawn people?
No,
don't do that.
That's a good idea, though. Next time.
Let's just shoot through it. We'll just shoot through it. Just keep going.
One thing you said earlier in this interview is that your son's involved, your husband's involved. It's a family affair. So how did you grow as a family? I mean, you're working together on this project. You're having to sit at the dinner table and wake up with each other. So tell me, how, as a family, how did you guys grow closer through this experience?
So for me, it's kind of like going camping. You know, it is a getaway from everything that you're doing in regular day-to-day life, except that it's so creative. And so it's like this really great camp experience with other creative people and watching each other be our very best at our individual talents and cheering each other on. Just makes each one of us want to get back up and do it again the next day. And I would say that it just really, every day I fall more and more in love with this man, and we both fall more and more in love with our son. So it was just awesome to see him be so patient, sitting around set and waiting and waiting and waiting for his time. And then he got in on set in his thing, I don't want to give it away, and nailed it. The first take, just like nailed it, hit his mark, everything. And we were all just absolutely amazed. And it's great because it builds his self-esteem and his confidence as a child. And we want him to go into his own business someday and feel like a leader, and that he can, you know, oversee things and manage them. So that's my answer.
Yeah, and he also likes to do some filming, and he makes pictures. He likes to design with cardboard, and
so he's a creative kid.
Yeah, he's really super creative. So
lastly, David, you know, what did you learn about yourself, and what did you learn about your wife while working with her? You know, she just said that her love for you has grown, you know, day by day while working on this project. So what did you learn about yourself and about your wife through this project?
I learned that when she really wants to do something, then she just goes out and gets it done. That was the most amazing thing to me. It was, we put it all together and shot it within a few weeks. I mean, it was like, we're gonna do it. Let's just do it. She got it all together. Let's just do it. It's done. And yeah, she's a go-getter. So
awesome.
Very proud of her.
What is the website and the social handles for your short?
Okay, so the short is called F News. You can find the page on Facebook. You can find it on Instagram. I believe it's just at F News Film. And then for me, it's at Wendy Pennington on everything. WendyPennington.net is my website, and then Instagram and Facebook is at Wendy Pennington.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Welcome to the state of Texas, and thank you for coming to the festival and sharing your wonderful film with us.
Thank you so much.